morning. Welcome to the Morning Spike. I'm Brian the Grizzly Head with Mark right now. Guys, we're going to talk about all the things football. The NFL never sleeps, and even though we're in a conference championship game weekend, we still get a lot of other NFL news. I'm still rocking my DJ Moore hat because I'm still with DJ. Go DJ. That's my DJ. But how you feeling, Mark?
Cold. Lots of snow.
Yep. I'm going to be driving down there very soon.
You said you were driving. I was like, you crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to Nashville in about 30 minutes. Having a good time. We're going to have my Colvis Fest. But I want to hurry get there because I got to watch these games. We got some good ones today. So I'm really excited to be able to watch them, The 2:00 game. For me, 2:00, the New England-Denver game. We think we all know what's going to happen, but you really don't because look at Philadelphia. We already know what can happen with a backup quarterback who's familiar with the system.
Against the Patriots.
Against the Patriots. You don't – exactly. This is what they do. This is how you beat the Patriots.
Right, exactly.
So I'm excited about that one. And then the 5:30 game is going to be crazy with the Rams in Seattle.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about that game?
What?
I saw this stat, blew my mind. Seattle is 11-2 all time at home in the playoffs. And you're going, oh, that goes super well for the Seahawks, except for both losses.
The Rams?
Were to the Rams. When the Rams went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots, they beat the Seahawks at home.
Wow.
When they went to the Super Bowl and beat the Bengals, Matthew Stafford beat the Seahawks at home.
So what you're saying is if the Rams could beat Seattle today, they win the Super Bowl. That's just what it is.
Well, they didn't win against New England, but they can get to the Super Bowl.
That is true. I am.
Well, I guess with Stafford, yeah.
But it's Sam Darnold because Matt Stafford.
Okay.
And it's so hard to just say, yeah, this is going to be no matter what we saw against Seattle last week, against San Francisco last week in Seattle. It's still Matt Stafford versus Sam Darnold. And if the temperature is not freezing cold, I'm not too worried about it.
Well, I think they exercised their cold demons last week. No, not trying to bring up bad words or anything, but just saying.
Look, I don't care. I don't care. And they still look bad. That's my issue. They didn't look good, and we could have won that game.
Oh, you could.
What up, Deuce?
Hey, what up?
Rams should win it.
I mean, my money's probably on the Rams, not gonna
lie. I want to be – it's hard for me to go with Sam Darnold. And AccuWeather says the temperature is 44 degrees. If it said 34 degrees, I'd probably go Seattle. 44 degrees, I'm probably going to have to go Rams. Go Pats. They have to be the ones you think they're going to win, right? They have to be.
Although, you know what's crazy about that game? They released the quarterback rankings coming out of high school. The year Stidham came out of high school. He was the number one ranked QB. He was ahead of Joe Burrow. He was ahead of Kyler Murray. You know who else was? I had no idea he was even a QB, but Juwan Jennings was on the list.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I said.
I didn't know Juwan Jennings was a quarterback in high school because I remember he threw a pass in San Francisco, and they're talking about
Sam Darnold was on that list.
Sam Darnold was great though. Was it
Sam was considered better?
Wow.
It was like they had the top 10, and like 6 of them are like in the NFL. Not all of them are QBs, but obviously Juwan Jennings isn't a QB. But
I mean, but you know what? All these guys, and when I went to college, a lot of our receivers were QBs in high school. Receivers and tight ends were QBs in high school, and they just moved them.
No, I know. Julian Edelman.
Yeah. Said, please let my Seahawks win. It's just hard to be with Sam Darnold. If that's
is that their best play? Is that their course of winning? Play defense, run the ball. Don't
100%.
Hope to God you need to rely on Sam Darnold to win the game.
That's what they did last week. It worked really well though. It was a perfect game plan. And Sam Darnold, he had 125.
Well, it was a perfect game plan considering he was hurt too and didn't practice all week.
You think that they only did that because he was hurt, or to ease him into the playoffs?
Problem is if he gets hit by one of these Rams players, which probably gonna happen, he gonna feel.
Here's the thing about that: how many sacks do those Rams players have against the Bears? None.
Yeah, but Caleb, I feel like is a mobile. I mean, he did the Tecmo Bowl play for crying out loud. Let me run back here 30 yards.
You don't like running back 30 yards and throwing a 20 or 15 yards.
That had me rolling. They were like, I knew I've seen this play before, and it showed Tecmo Bowl. He just throws it up from his own end zone. Touchdown.
Have you guys seen the stats comparing their all-time stats against each other?
Oh yeah, that's too. They're like one. I think Seattle has one win on them.
Yep, I think they're one win ahead. And what do you think though? I mean, Seattle had their run. The Rams have had their run. I look at this game, man. It's hard for me to go against Matt Stafford. It's hard for me to go against the best QB, even though Seattle's defense is phenomenal.
Oh, I agree.
But you don't want to play a team a third
that's
time.
That's kind of my tipping scale too, because I go, the Seahawks have a great defense, but I also feel like the Rams have a great defense. I feel like both teams could probably run the ball if they want.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Charbonnet being hurt, I just have that much faith in K9.
Yep.
But then it gets to the QB, and I'm like, I gotta give the huge edge to the Rams when it comes to QB.
Because even if it's close at the end of the game, who do you trust more than Matt Stafford to lead a game-winning drive? Like, this is what he's been known for in his career. You know, the last 15 years is all he does is lead comeback drives to end the game. So, like, it's hard to go against anyone going against the Rams. I just look at them and say, how? And it's the third time playing too.
I don't know. To me, though, if Seattle can do it, though, it'll be probably I like Sam Darnold. I thought coming out he was going to be great, and then he unfortunately went to the Jets. So for me, it's awesome to see Sam Darnold doing well. I do like that. But I just don't know if he can win this big one.
Dude, but what a story it would be if Sam Darnold could win the Super Bowl.
Right.
After the year he had in Minnesota, and Minnesota saying, no, we're good. He goes signs with Seattle and then wins the Super Bowl.
Right. That'll just be another thing in the freaking thing from Minnesota.
And now, they're talking to Aaron Rodgers. Really?
No, I heard they have a huge deal that they're going to offer the Bengals.
I don't know how big a deal, but with all the money but why would you need JJ if you don't have a quarterback to throw him the ball?
No, not that JJ.
JJ McCarthy. Okay.
JJ McCarthy.
Okay.
I can't remember which one it is. It might be Dallas Turner.
Okay.
And 2 first-round picks.
That's not enough.
You don't think that's enough?
Nope.
4 basically first-round picks.
Well, isn't that what Miami offered for Joe Burrow? Just for the pick of Joe Burrow, 4 first-round picks, and now we know he's good.
Here's my thing: if Burrow wants out, it'll be more than enough.
If I'm the Bengals, because you're acting like you're talking to a real team.
Also, the Bengals, they don't know what they do in half the time.
That's the problem. The Bengals, you think that they're going to do something that makes sense. They don't do things that make sense.
So they might agree to the trade, and then
I think that they're never going to.
And then from the insider, they said that's the deal they're trying to work on. And then if that falls through, their backup plan is Cousins.
Hey, you know what? It might work. We might bring
it
back.
I was like, better than Aaron Rodgers, I guess.
So I still think it would be.
I think Aaron Rodgers might stay in Pittsburgh with that big news.
Can you imagine Locke versus Stidham in the Super Bowl? Can you imagine that all of a sudden that could happen? You know, Sam Darnold's hurt. We could have Locke versus Stidham in the Super Bowl.
That would be hilarious.
That would be the worst least watched game ever.
That would be hilarious. True Locke. Going up against the Broncos, though, that would be hilarious. Oh, you guys didn't believe in me? Look where I'm at now. I did absolutely nothing to get the team here, but
don't let one, and one of them has to win the Super Bowl. What the hell? That would be the worst thing ever.
That would be not great.
All right. So we kind of looking at this Rams Seattle game, but the first game still is, the Broncos. Broncos is in New England. How do you see this game going?
I mean, the Broncos have the same, to me, game plan as the
Seattle?
Seahawks. Play defense, run the ball, and hope to God you don't need to have it on Stidham's shoulders.
And play action to your tight ends and JSN. And do you pull out all the trick plays you can? Is there also someone on the roster that played quarterback in high school?
Right.
If it was Ben Johnson, he'd be throwing a pass or two. So, but you can do that. I mean, you have a coach with, I don't like him. He's one of my least favorite coaches ever. But he's smart.
I'm not the biggest fan of Sean Payton, but I do feel like I can't discredit what he's done and that he does have a high football IQ.
No question. I mean, what he did in Eastern Illinois. I mean, what he did.
But as a
Saints, he's amazing. But the way he treated Russell, I don't even like Russell Wilson. But the things that he said that he treated Russell Wilson, I was done. I was like, man, Sean, I'm done with you, man.
You can't argue with what he did. I mean, you can argue with how he did it.
It's the way
how he did it.
How you do things.
But what he did and where he got by doing what he did, it's like.
I just feel like you respect the player enough to not say something. Do what you're going to do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But
that's what I said. I don't condone what he did. I'm not saying what he did was right by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
That's why I said how he did it, very scrutinized. Don't like it. But what he did, kind of hard to argue with.
Yeah.
Could have done it way better ways.
But you didn't have to hold him out. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't even get anything after for holding him out. Nothing really helped you in that season except free agents look at you and say, man, will I ever trust this guy? That's it. And that's why I am full on with the Patriots this today. I want the Patriots to win. And I don't think I've ever said that I want the Patriots.
Is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it kind of weird how all those years everyone hated on the Patriots, but now they're like, oh, I think it's cool, Patriots. Yeah, let's go Patriots. The Patriots fans are popping the champagne. We're back.
It's so funny though, because like thinking everyone's like, oh, thank God Kansas City's not there. Thank God we don't have to worry about Kansas City.
And now I got to worry about the Patriots getting back in there.
It's the same teams in the AFC all the time. And just wait. I can see.
Can we do a case study on the Patriots and be like, how the F do you do this? So my team can take some notes. Just good God.
Find a QB, man. Drake May.
What do me and you get, like a season every 10 years?
Yes.
That's all we ever get. We get a season.
But I feel like tides are changing for me. Tides should be changing for you if you guys.
I felt that way too, and then this year happened.
Focus on your offensive line. I think you'll be good.
I think we'll see how good you really are next year because your schedule's rough.
Our schedule was rough this year.
Yeah.
You guys don't remember preseason when Mark said, I'm looking at these, I don't see more than 4 wins.
I never said 4. Get out of here. I didn't go that low for you. I said 5 or 6 at least.
it was like
I'm not saying I said 8 or 9 or 10, but I don't think I went 4.
Oh man. But I think it's going to be fun seeing how it works.
You can't blame it. Decently hard schedule, rookie head coach.
But it was Ben Johnson. We already knew what Ben Johnson could do.
Oh, Ben,
we already knew. And you just mad because you didn't get him. That's all. What up, Donnie? How you feeling?
We already had a coach. We weren't going to get him. Oh, we tried to get him the year before, and he went back to
Detroit. And he said no. Remember?
Yeah. Well, can you blame him?
No.
We're apparently in dissension between the coaching staff and the owners. I'm like, can we just not have drama? Like, we have an amazingly cool new stadium being built. Like, can we just coast into that stadium with JD5 in his like 5th season and 6th season and be like a really good team? Like, come on.
You could be Buffalo.
So we have to
have where other coaching candidates are turning it down. I don't even want to be the coach.
Not Dayball. Dayball's not.
No, of course, Dayball's like, hey, whatever I got to do to get in there. Joe Brady, I think Dayball and Joe Brady got to be the shoe-in. So the only two that really are up there. Everyone else is kind of just.
The problem is I think the Cardinals are making a push for Brady,
which makes sense too. I think Joe Brady of all the ones I'm seeing hired,
I heard,
he's better.
The front office is torn on what direction they want to go in. Because right now the top two choices are Vance Joseph for deep if they want to go a defensive route, or Joe Brady if they want to go offensive route, and they're trying to figure out which direction they want to go.
Joe Brady for me makes so much sense. I think Joe Brady reminds me of what I got for Ben Johnson. You know, and there's problems with Joe Brady, but I don't know if the offensive calls of Joe Brady is because they have Josh Allen. You know, all the quarterback runs are because you have Josh Allen. But you look at the offense has never been the problem. They didn't lose because the offense falls apart. They lose because the defense can't stop anybody. So, like, Joe Brady, I feel like, is a perfect person. If Buffalo's smart, they do whatever they do to get him in-house. In Arizona,
right. No, I agree.
Do whatever you can do, you know?
Unless they feel like Dayball can come in. I don't know.
Well, I think he should be your plan B. You know, either your offensive coordinator now, or your old officer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you pair Joe Brady with Kyler Murray, I mean,
I agree.
Quite the same, but I do feel like the skill sets are very similar.
No, and I think you have weapons in Arizona. You really do. What about the rest of this coaching? This coaching carousels. All these openings.
Mike McCarthy going home,
bro. So you got rid of
Mike, and you brought in Mike.
You said we don't need Mike Tomlin. Give me Mike McCarthy. Really? Let's go with the guy who's lost his team multiple times.
That's the weird part to me, because usually if you look at the Steelers, we had this guy for so long, and they bring in some young guy and they work with them and build them up. And I was like, go on Mike McCarthy. That's interesting.
with who? Like, are you trying to keep Aaron Rodgers?
That's what me and Brian were saying. I was like, is Aaron Rodgers going to stay then?
You know,
at this point, might be their best option.
Because you don't have anyone else.
Definitely not getting anybody really in the draft that's going to be able to start right away. So,
because Andy says if Stiddy wins today, he's going to be the new spokesman for Johnson & Johnson. Both sides were irrelevant for a few years, but now they've come to save the day. And if they lose, they got grass, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I think everybody in Pittsburgh are Roethlisberger when they found out yesterday about Mike McCarthy. Dude, I don't understand. I understand they want to get away from Tomlin. And as a Bears fan who got rid of Lovie Smith when he was, won 10 games that season, I thought it was stupid. But I understand. You feel like a coach has gone this route, whatever, if he's done what he's going to do. But Mike McCarthy? But then again, who's going to come in after Mike Tomlin and you're going to say that was a good hire?
That's true. I actually don't mind it. I don't think Mike McCarthy is a bad coach. If you look at his stats, they're identical to John Harbaugh's.
Does that and John Harbaugh got fired?
Jim.
I thought it was John Harbaugh because Jim has only been in for a couple of years.
Yeah, Jim. I think you're mixed up. Yeah, you're right. It's John Harbaugh.
It has to be John.
So his stats are identical to John's.
And you know what? You haven't had the reason why they fired Mike Tomlin was because he hasn't been in the Super Bowl since 2011.
Well, he didn't fire him. They made that perfectly clear. He stepped down.
He stepped down.
It was his decision.
He hasn't been there since.
It was his decision. Okay. That way, if he does come back, they can trade him.
Do you remember who he coached against in that Super Bowl?
Mike McCarthy in the Packers.
It was Mike McCarthy. Like literally, they both have been in the Super Bowl since then. But
no, that was
when they were there. It was Aaron Rodgers. So maybe it worked.
That was the Super Bowl they won, though. The Packers won that Super Bowl, I think.
I believe
the Steelers beat the Tomlins was the Cardinals.
I thought that it was 2011 was the same year for each one of them.
No, the one that Tomlin won was the Cardinals with the stupid Santonio Holmes non-catch, Yeah,
2011, the Packers beat the Steelers. That's the one they lost. But yeah.
That's what I said. The Steelers lost that one.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I don't even know if the Steelers have won a playoff game since then.
I think they
maybe it's been not 7 or 8 years, maybe.
Yeah, I think they have won playoff games. They just haven't got that back there.
Oh, I know that's the one thing the Browns can hold over them. We've won a playoff game since you have, and it was against you.
What do you think about Bo Nix being out for 12 weeks?
Oh, he'll be fine next season.
Yeah, like 12 weeks. Like that sucks so much to not be able to play in the Super Bowl. Like, dude, I wouldn't. I'll TO it. I'm like, look, I might be back to the Super Bowl. We make the Super Bowl.
Take me up. Take me up. I got this.
I'll be limping down the field. I don't care. Carry me, guys. Carry me.
Yeah, that's sucks. To be honest.
12 weeks is such a small. It's like a high ankle sprain time.
Right. You're like, oh, I could have just maybe missed 2 weeks of the regular season, depending on where the bye was.
Man. Sucks to be him. We got the Packers getting a new defensive coordinator with Gannon. Nah, whatever. F the Packers. But I really don't care.
You know what I thought craziest coaching news was?
What?
Braden and I were talking, and we were like, this was before the news broke about it. We were talking about coaching and stuff, and I literally brought it up, and he had no answer. And I was like, how the hell does Arthur Smith always have a job?
Doesn't matter what he does.
He's so crazy. Like, he couldn't hack it as a head coach. Then he becomes off, and everywhere he goes as an offensive coordinator, their offenses just struggle. And then all of a sudden, we get done with that conversation. I go back to my room. I feel a buzz. Look at my phone. Arthur Smith hired as the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. I was like, what the heck? So now Ohio State has Matt Patricia and Arthur Smith as their coordinators.
Let's see.
But I was like, what the hell, man? No one ever has good things to say about you. What do you have over people's heads that you just always have a job?
Well, I mean, look at Kevin Stefanski. No player who's ever played for Kevin Stefanski ever stands up for him. Yeah, he always gets another head coaching job or another opportunity. No one loves him.
I wasn't shocked that he got. I mean, kind of weird it was Atlanta, but I wasn't shocked that.
So the Browns got rid of you, and Atlanta was like, "Hey, let's come on over here." What?
Meanwhile, the Browns were requiring coach candidates to write 10-page essays.
They're taking personality exams.
You hear about that? They come in and they have the first. So they've gotten a lot of first interviews, and then they go, okay, before the second interview, they're like, you need to do this, this, this. But they're very analytical, I guess. And one of the things was like I don't think it was 10 pages, but they had to write like an essay.
Yeah.
And then all these people were like, I'm going to decline my second interview. I'm good.
They had to take a personality exam.
A personality test. Yep. Yeah. That was like the lick test or whatever it is.
I'm like, what? Who does this?
Well, I don't know if it's that shocking because like I had to take one of those stupid tests to try to work at a Circle K. So
yeah, but that's because you think that you might snap it any day, but not to be head coach of your football team.
And apparently I didn't do well because I didn't get the job. So.
Or you did too well.
Or too well. Yeah, that is true. If you do too well, then you're phoning in the answers.
Exactly.
So, but I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Anthony says, what happened to Raheem Morris? Dude just fell off the map or something. So he's a finalist in Arizona.
Yeah, he's another finalist at Arizona. Yeah. If they want to go defense, they're tossed up to Raheem Morris and Vance Joseph. And then offense, I guess the only thing they have is Joe Brady.
I saw Michael LaFleur, too.
Oh, and then they also were talking to the defensive coordinator of the Jaguars, too.
Hey, the Jaguars took a huge step forward, so I'm not going to hit on that.
Well, it's crazy because they might lose both their coordinators because the offensive coordinator for the Jags is a finalist for the Browns job, I guess.
Wow.
We all know what's going to happen there. Jim Schwartz is just going to end up being the head coach.
Like who? Exactly.
Jim Schwartz is just sitting there laughing, going, I don't have to do any of this stuff. I'm already here.
Well, I'm the only one who will take this. I'm the only one who will take this damn job.
Everyone's like, you got to keep Jim Schwartz.
Well, then
just make me the head coach. That keeps me here.
Exactly. Shoot, I'm crossing my fingers Fred Warner could come back and play because our linebackers never met each other.
You ran out of sacrifices, sir.
Yep, that's what happened. There's no one else left to go. CMC had to actually get out now.
CMC got hurt, and then once that happened, he didn't have a shot. So
got hurt. He was born hurt. All the time. That's all he is.
Although it was kind of cool, I did get to see a picture from that game, and it was Kyle Shanahan, Clint Kubiak, and Christian McCaffrey, and then they put it next to a picture of Michael Shanahan, Gary Kubiak, and Ed McCaffrey.
Oh my God.
I was like, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool, actually.
I like that.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Today's 25th. All right. So maybe if they don't hire him, Arthur Smith clenches his fist like the meme, and maybe they say, okay, you're hired. Just like Arthur, DW, right? And then next you know, he's hired.
We don't know. You better doing that. Okay, you're hired. Come on in. You offense coordinator.
Oh my god.
So I also saw. So talking about coaches and stuff. This was funny. Someone goes, so the Ravens, and they're saying, "Oh, we want somebody new. We need new blood in here," and then they just get the third Harbaugh brother.
Oh my god!
He spent 4 years with John, then he went and spent like 2 years or 3 years with Jim at Michigan, and then moved with him to Los Angeles. They're like, he's just an honorary Harbaugh brother at this point.
I don't know what I honestly think some of these teams don't know what the hell they're doing. And they're talking about, can you imagine Lamar being traded to the Raiders?
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about that?
So does that mean Mendoza goes to the Ravens?
It's possible.
I was going to say that's the only way that works.
Yep. And that's what's possible.
I don't think the Ravens are like, Tyler Huntley, let's go.
But no, so there is talk that Lamar could be traded to the Raiders.
Well, they should probably get a head coach first, maybe. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, but who knows the hell they're doing?
I was like, that's the only that, and if they give up like Crosby too, I guess.
Let's see.
We all know where you want Crosby to go.
Of course.
He talked about Caleb Williams. Now everyone's like, he's going to Chicago.
I sent him a jersey, a Chicago jersey.
Well, I thought it was funny how he had one comment about Caleb Williams, and now everyone and their mom is like, oh, that's it. He's coming to Chicago, guys.
Because we're trying to make it happen. We'll put it into the world.
And then I saw something.
Why don't you want to be playing in the world? Come on.
Someone posted, they go, could you imagine if you paired Caleb Williams and Max Crosby up? And I was like, Max Crosby plays on the other side of the ball. What are we talking about here? What do you mean pair them up?
I'll be more interested in Max Crosby on one side and
I was like, are you guys converting him to tight end, or like, what are we doing here?
Hey, we got Ben Johnson, guys. With Ben Johnson, anything possible.
Are you willing to give up 2 or 3 first-round picks?
That's what's going to cost. I think it'll cost.
Be steep.
So this is what the last trade thing I saw was DJ Moore.
I'm going to say, unless you throw in some players, and that was the first name that hit my mind. Was DJ Moore.
The first one I saw was DJ Moore.
Not gonna lie, that was the first player that crossed my mind.
So DJ, a first, a second, and a fourth.
That might be worth it.
That's what the last thing I saw, and that I can see actually happening. Even though I really don't want DJ Moore to go, because I think we take a giant step back. Because I think talent-wise, all the other receivers are really good. I think they need leadership.
See, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say talent-wise, I don't think you take a step back, because you do. Luther Burden's still there. You still have a good 1-2. But I was like, leadership-wise, though.
DJ Moore gets hurt and gets plays. He plays through it. He walks through it. You see him like, I broke my back, and he walks around, and then somehow he puts some tape on him.
How many games did he miss this year? I stubbed my toe, guys. I'm out.
Kadani says, what about a fancy hire? Baltimore Ravens hire Ray Lewis, because if the coach did it with Jeff Saturday, anything's possible. No, that was just an idiot move. Jim Irsay was so high. He didn't realize that Jeff Saturday wasn't Peyton Manning.
I've also seen Crosby linked to us, but I'm like, I don't even know what we would get. It would be like 5 first-round picks. I don't know. We don't have players really to give up. I would love Max Crosby. That's the one position I'm like, what are we doing, guys? The whole offseason, I was like, edge rusher at any point. Sometime.
You're not the team that I worry about. I worry about Detroit.
That's the other
Detroit's team. The one. It's either Chicago or Detroit.
They re-signed everybody and their mom, and they're like, "Yeah, we still got $100 million."
Exactly what they have.
We take Page out of the Dodgers book. We just deferred everything. The freaking Dodgers are playing Kyle Tucker and Shea Ohtani a combined $3 million this season.
You shouldn't be able to defer money, but I don't even want to go on Major League Baseball because the Dodgers are awful. They're awful.
It's all the Diamondbacks' fault.
I remember Rob Ringo said the Fox NFL's Sunday skit where he was the third Ryan brother and he was Ryan. I like that. I like Ryan.
Oh, Rex and whatever his name is.
So Detroit bring back Jim Bob Cooter, the best offensive coordinator name in the league.
And now, because of the Oregon guy, apparently the Jets are looking to trade out.
Just crazy. I know this has very little to say. Oh, let me just read this real quick. Right, as of January 26, there's significant speculation that rumors regarding the potential trade of Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson to Las Vegas Raiders. They're talking about they'll get a new head coach, and they have over $100 million in cap space. And the first domino to fall will be Lamar Jackson being their leader. But Jackson does have a no trade clause, so he will have to approve any move. So, just saying, that could be something that they do.
Well, I said it from the beginning. Isn't that the first thing I said when John Harbaugh got traded? I mean, I did say, where does Harbaugh go? Maybe he gets traded there. But obviously, he's not going to get traded to the Giants because they got Jackson Dart. But my second instinct was, is Lamar staying? Are they going to completely clean house here?
I mean, you think about Lamar. Lamar's what, 28, 29? He's still got a decade if you take care of him. I just wouldn't want to go there if they don't have offensive line.
That was the big thing, though. If you take care of him, we saw this year. If you don't take care of him, what he can do.
Exactly.
And not a whole lot of times.
Well, you hear that he's really hurt.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant by take care of him. Like the offensive line struggled.
And
this is probably since he's been there the worst I've ever seen that offensive line.
But is the Raiders offensive line any better? Look what they had.
Oh, absolutely not. But they have draft picks coming in.
And then you have to give up draft picks to get Lamar, and then you don't have anyone to get
in Crosby and something else. Throwing in Max, that's like 2 first rounders right there, isn't it?
I still think Lamar is a 4 to 5 first round kind of guy. So it's Max. I'll say Max and 2 first rounders in the second.
Maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know about now.
I still think. I mean, he's still 29 years old. I mean,
mobile quarterbacks.
We just said Joe Burrow,
just slightly slower than running backs. Okay.
Joe Burrow. We just said is probably worth over 4 first round picks.
He's not a mobile quarterback.
He's also been injured more than Lamar Jackson.
I mean, that is true. But if he goes to Minnesota, that offensive line's way better. So it's improvement right there. We're talking about going backwards.
But I think that what is he worth? That's the question. The trade wise, what would I accept if I'm trying to rebuild? I'm giving on Lamar Jackson, who's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, no matter in what metric you go put out there. I'm not giving him up for nothing.
That's not giving up 2 first rounders and Max Crosby. It's 4 first rounders.
That's nothing because that's not going to help me win at all. What did the Colts give up for a cornerback?
2 first rounders.
So you're saying this,
and Max Crosby's an end, and those are more highly valued than corners.
I don't think
if Max not Crosby, equally. If
not
for equally,
quarterback.
So like I said, so that's still 2.
Well, the trade
edge rushers are making more than corners right now, so obviously that shows that they're more valued than corners. Pull up any defensive end and pull up any cornerback. Defensive end's making more money.
Yeah,
let's just take that right now.
But look at any quarterback and then look at everyone else. It will be Max Crosby and at least 3 number 1. The number 1 overall, Max Crosby, and at least 2 other first round picks. And a swap.
But that's what I said. They'll probably do swaps.
I thought you couldn't do swaps in the NFL.
I think you can do swaps. They do it all the time. You know how many times the players
trade a swap? You trade in the first round pick, and they'll give you the first round pick, but not necessarily trading an opportunity for a swap. You know how like the NBA does that.
What?
So like NBA, they'll say that we have a 2029 opportunity to swap and 2031 opportunity to swap.
Oh, we're talking about down the line.
Yeah.
So they're saying a swap down the line?
Yeah, which I didn't think you can do.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know about. I know current year they do it all the time. Like, especially when it comes to like just trying to unload a contract.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Oh, you get this player
Your
in
first
our
round from our
second
first round.
round, and then we'll just get your second round."
Yeah.
You're like, "Huh?" They get a higher draft pick and the player. Yeah, just trying to unload money, you know.
Wow.
Going 5 spots back in the second round is worth getting rid of this cap hit.
I guess I can see this. The first pick overall, Max Crosby, 2027 first rounder, a 2028 first rounder. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that's it. So that's one extra third round pick makes me feel like, okay, I guess you could do that.
Okay, I had that extra one.
One extra because the number one overall. I just don't think Mendoza is going to be good. I really don't think he's going to be good in the NFL. I think that he's overrated. I think he's just the best of a terrible class right now.
I don't know if he'll be great, but I don't think he'll be bad. Which I mean isn't the best of things for your number one overall pick. I'm gonna say that right now. But
I don't like it. I really don't like it. Oh man, I didn't realize
yeah, you probably have to get going. But one last thing though about Mendoza, I think he'll be the ultimate like team player. Like he's never gonna throw anyone under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if you've ever seen. Like they unearthed an interview that he did when he was 13, and he basically said the exact same thing like after he won the national championship. I was like, what the hell?
In other words, you said you're trading a first round pick, again, the first round overall pick for Kirk Cousins.
I think he'll be better than Kirk Cousins.
You know what I say about Kirk Cousins, man? He's a primary.
I said after I said it, I said I don't know if that's what you want in the number one overall. But I mean,
do you think he's on the level?
If he turns out to be as good as Trevor Lawrence,
but I think Trevor Lawrence still has so much.
Oh, talent. I know he still has plenty of time to get better. Yeah. But I'm just saying,
wait,
Trevor Lawrence, if he does slightly better than Trevor Lawrence over his first 4 or 5 years,
I couldn't see it honestly. I don't think he would.
Trevor Lawrence was pretty putrid there for a little bit.
Yeah, I still don't see it. Well, okay, so let's throw in,
especially if he ends up going to the Ravens, who
have nothing, who have nothing.
Hey, they got Mark Andrews, the greatest
left tackle of all.
Okay, and then they got Isaiah Likely, second-rate tight end that gets hurt all the time.
and Derrick Henry will retire.
Derrick Henry's like, can I be in the trade to Las Vegas, please?
Where would
Genty, they don't need him.
Where would you say this? So let's say Mendoza, Baker Mayfield. You think he'd be better than Baker Mayfield?
I think he could be around Baker, might be the benchmark.
Okay. I don't think Baker Mayfield would ever throw 125 yards against any team in the national championship.
He never made it to the national championship. So.
That's true. You got made it one game away, always one game away. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but you can't lie how good that Miami defense is, though.
But it's not better than NFL defense.
I mean, he scorched. I mean, I don't know what I'm following Alabama, but he scorched Alabama, and they're supposed to always be
very young against a team that's the average age of 22 and a half.
And then they scorched Oregon, who was supposedly supposed to be good.
I still think those are college defenses. Going against a pro defense, I think it's going to be different, and that's. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be that good. I really don't think.
I think if the Ravens do it, I think it depends on who they're bringing on offensive coordinator.
Mm.
If they can pair him with someone who can do something with him, he could be okay. Be maybe good.
I think.
Hey, if he does go to Oakland, he's got freaking Tom Brady there to So
that's true. That's true. But I think
say Oakland, Las Vegas.
I think he's Sam Darnold. I think he's the same talent. I think he has the talent, but I don't think he's athletic enough.
So I don't Sam know. Darnold. So if he gets in the right system, he can win 14 games 2 years in a row. Make it to
after 10 years. After 10 years, yeah, he can do that.
It hasn't even been 10 years. It's only been like 7.
It's been like 8.
Oh, was it 2018?
I think it was 2018, man.
No, yep.
I think it was 2018. I think Sam Darnold
19 was Kyler Murray.
Yep. So I think Sam Darnold was
2018. God damn.
I was just saying, it took 8 years. Yeah, right. He's 28 years old.
Who would have thought that if you look at that draft class, that it'd be Sam Darnold getting to the championship game before any of those others?
Wow. Wow. Crazy.
Well, no, I guess it's not true. I guess Josh Allen wasn't he the same one? Oh, and Lamar did too, I guess. Never mind. I'll take it back. He has a chance to be the first one to win one. If he wins today.
Let's see. He was 2018, July 30th, 2018. Man, crazy.
That was the same draft as Baker, right? Because Baker was 1, he was 3, Josh Allen was 11, something like that. 7 maybe. And the Cardinals had Josh Rosen, the worst of them all.
So Josh Rosen. How many shows do we have Josh Rosen be the thing we're talking about? That's crazy. All right. Well, guys, as I told you at the beginning, I need to go drive to
Your number's really high on Josh Rosen. Just throwing that out there.
I'm pretty sure you're like, I love him.
Okay, whatever.
But since I have to go to drive to Nashville right now, we're gonna end the show a little early. But I want to hear your picks before we get out of here.
Might turn into sledding to Nashville.
Probably, actually.
I'm gonna go Rams tonight and Patriots in the first game.
I want to go different than you, but I'm not able to. I'm going to go Patriots and
be another Sean versus Mike matchup in the Super Bowl. Just like we had 2 of them this week.
Can you imagine the Patriots? We were talking about them not being good, not having any competition, and making it all the way to the Super Bowl, and they just say "F you."
Yeah, it'll be just like that one time the Eagles won the Super Bowl and they didn't play anybody. But never ended. They did win the Super Bowl,
and then they won. That. But then, if you talk about the Eagles, wasn't that the backup quarterback?
Yeah, that's the season I'm talking about.
That's Nick Foles. Let's go.
But they did beat the Patriots, so when it mattered, it mattered, I guess.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you on Tuesday with the No, actually, we won't see you until next week because I will be in Nashville. I'll be in Nashville. So Dynasty Pylon will be on Wednesday. That'll be on Mark. I can help him out with that. But until then, we won't see you guys until Sunday. So definitely catch you guys later. It'll be our break before the Super Bowl. So we'll talk about Super Bowl matchups and then kind of get you ready for all the awards. So we'll know MVP, we'll know Coach of the Year,
Pro Bowl game recaps.
Yeah, you can watch the Pro Bowl. I ain't doing that's hard time. I'm not doing that. But until then, guys, we'll see you a little bit later.
Later, guys.
Peace.